Huh? Religious conflict should cease. All religions are true in part, not in totality, omnism included. This was said by the blogger Jessica Dodge. I was born and raised in a Christian family. I used to go to church every Sunday, did my first communion, and was baptized when I was a baby. But as I grew older and started to understand the meaning of religion, I became disappointed. For a long time, I didn't know what to believe in, or who to follow, until I started doing my own research on religions and a deep soul searching. And now I classify myself as what is known as an ominous. Ominous people are the ones who believe in all religions. You can find this definition in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. More specifically, ominism is the belief that all religions contain truth, but not all the truth. With all that, they create their own reality. They take whatever parts of religion they believe in and create their own. I, for myself, have my combination of Christianity, Wicca witchcraft, Jainism, humanism, monotheism, and Taoism. With that in mind, I want to take you to the conflicts religions have and still causes nowadays. There is nothing wrong in following one religion or multiple religions. People's choice of religion should be respected like everything else. But that's where the problem lies. Many religions and people want to impose their religions on others by force. Because of that, there's been wars, violence, death, and many unforgivable acts of all in the name of God. But when will this stop? When we'll actually listen and understand? Where's that love and respect and tolerance God says we need to have for one another? Or that is just all a lie? The Encyclopedia of Wars, Volume 3, which records some of the wars waged throughout human history, says that 123 wars have been caused because of religion. The book, The End of Faith by Sam Harris, says that faith and religion are the most prolific sources of violence in our history. And the book, The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins, says that without religion, there will be no labels by which to decide whom to oppress and whom to avenge. We all want peace among each other. We all want love and respect, tolerance and understanding, worldwide unification. We will do anything to achieve that dream, the perfect world. But that's where the problem is. Some of the methods used to achieve this have been done the wrong way, and all in the name of God. There are infinite examples that can prove this point, in how religion have been used to commit actions of warfare and heinous acts, all supposedly to build a better world. For example, the Crusades. The Crusades lasted from 1095 until 1291 before Christ. The aim was to capture the sacred places in Holy Land from the Muslims who lived there, so it was intended as a war to right wrongs done against Christianity. The First Crusade was started by the Pope Urban II in 1095. He said that the war would have the support of God. The First Crusades captured Jerusalem after bitter fighting, and the residents of the city were brutalized and slaughtered by the Christian invaders. The invaders' conduct breached the principles of modern just war ethics, and the massacre still color Islamic politics today. This is all said in the BBC.com. By which during the Crusades timeline, the church was the government. The second example will be the Nazis, World War II. How did Christians and their churches in Germany responded to the Nazi regime and its laws, particularly to the persecution of the Jews? The racialized anti-Jewish Nazi ideology converged with anti-Asianism that was historically widespread throughout Europe at the time that had deep roots in the Christian history. For all too many Christian, traditionally interpretations of the religious scriptures seem to support these prejudices. The attitudes and actions of German Catholics and Protestants during the Nazi era were shaped not only by their religious belief, but by the factors as well, including backlash against the Weimar Republic and the political, economic, and social changes in Germany that occurred during the 1920s, anti-communism, nationalism, and resentment toward the international community in the wake of World War I, which Germany lost and for which was forced to pay heavy reparations. These were some of the reasons why most Christians in Germany welcomed the rise of the Nazism in 1933. You can find this in the encyclopedia. Because of these events, it is visible how politics take a major role along with religion in the past, present, and future conflicts. As most wars that had occurred are because of politics, territory, and cultural tradition, but it always falls in some religion's line as well. Politics and religion go hand in hand. There can be one without the other. Individuals who are in power and in the position where they are able to make decisions that will affect the country or a nation, they will always rule in accordance to their beliefs, and they will make sure that their political party goes in accordance with those as well. Oops. But there is still hope for that unified world we all want without the need of conflict, wars, and violence, and even without the involvement of politics and religion. To be able to achieve this dream, we must become understanding, have no judgment whatsoever, but this can be done alone. We must teach ourselves and help each other to become better. One way is to educate ourselves. Read books such as The Four Agreements by Miguel Ángel Ruiz Macias. Listen to podcasts, watch documentaries like The Secret by Rhonda Barnes. Even reading the book series The Da Vinci Codes by Dan Brown. But none of this will be useful if not put into practice. The best way to ever reach the perfect goal of understanding and tolerance is having an open mind and practicing. Try to find new people with different backgrounds and religions and talk. Try to understand each other, seek each other's differences and similarities. All there is left to do is dream. And dream big and work towards that dream. Just imagine the perfect world and how it will be. Not only for yourself, friends, and family, but for the future generations. A world where love, patience, understanding, and tolerance prevails. Anyone can follow and believe their own religions, but nobody tries to impose their religion onto others. We must simply respect one another and one another's choices. We're all free to love where we want, whoever we want, and without any judgment and hate and repulsiveness. And no violence in the streets or wars. But in order to do that, we can just simply dream, but work toward that dream. The final step should be creating awareness, educate kids from early age in school and at home. How to be respectful, understanding, caring, and not to judge. How there are different people with different beliefs and traditions and religions, but that doesn't make them any less important than them. But also how religion and politics could be used to do bad as well. So that when they find out about acts of wars and criminal acts in the name of God, they will not be disappointed like I was, and feel that sense of loss and confusion and that nagging feeling of loss of identity. In conclusion, religion has been used as an excuse to commit countless terrible acts in the past, present, and definitely in the future. How politics and religion go hand in hand and how they influence each other, as well as how to create that perfect world we all dream of tolerance and understanding and love. Thank you.